5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys.
Hey. Sorry.
Why do you always do this?
This happens to us every time. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Gracie.
I'm Abe.
And this is our guest,
Alex Callejo.
Welcome back to Ride of Our Lives Radio, the podcast. We're going to be talking with Alex. He's a fantastic photographer in the Chicagoland area. And we are going to have an interesting conversation. 2 photographers, 1 model. I have a lot to learn.
We're going to be talking a lot about
We always
gear.
have a lot to learn.
I'm always learning. Always
yes,
learning.
always learning.
But first things first, I think the way that we're always going to start off with every guest episode is with our surprise.
Oh.
So we have a surprise for you. Basically, again, so this is something we want to incorporate.
Sorry. Should I do it now?
Hold on. This is something that we want to do for every guest episode, and it's something fun, and it's almost just like I want to start getting into it a little bit more, but I also think
is an excuse.
it's an excuse to enable my gambling, basically.
Gambling, okay.
Gambling.
So basically, what we have here. Oh wait, I'm trying to flush it.
Okay.
What we have here. Take your pick.
Oh.
Take your
The
pick.
light. Oh, sorry. Take my pick, Pokemon. What?
Have you ever?
What is this? I don't even know what to do with this.
Either do we.
I think for you, I was thinking about like, oh wait, is this actually even a good idea? But I think I'm like, you
is
can give it to your
that?
son more than anything.
Yeah, like these 2 look the same. No?
I think they are the same.
Okay.
Ooh,
But the thing is, they're all different packs. Like
okay.
you'll have different packs in there.
Yeah, I
So-
kind of like, I'll go with this one.
Okay.
Have you ever opened Pokemon cards?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh! Well, this will be so fun.
Our first time opening it was with the last guest. So this is
My
gonna be
second time.
this is gonna be our second time, your first time.
Okay.
But yeah,
this will be cool.
let's just
Okay.
open it. Just open it.
And if you don't know any of the memes, that's
We don't
okay.
either.
We don't
Okay.
either.
We don't either.
It's
Don't worry.
interesting.
We're not
Yeah.
pros.
And I know people still do this because
Yeah.
Yeah.
my assistant does that. He always gets this stuff. So
Sebastian?
Sebastian's always getting it.
Oh yeah, I forgot it. Oh look, I got it the first time.
You really?
Yeah, I got it open.
Oh, yeah. It's not like
Okay,
on the app.
so apparently there's an order for you to like see everything, but I don't know that order, so
I don't either.
Okay.
so you just look.
Pokemon Live. Trading card game live. Oh, interesting. I love that they're just calling the tangible cards live instead of the digital cards on the app.
I got 2 shiny ones. I got a Mega Gengar. I don't know what this means either, but it's shiny and
And then we gotta go, ah.
it's an EX.
Never mind. I'm trying to think what other shiny ones I have.
It's usually near the end.
Okay, I have Darmanitan. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ah. Alex.
Can you see it? I don't know if they can even
I don't
see
even
it.
Yeah,
think
you
they
can.
can.
You can.
Can they see
Okay.
it?
It was just reflective.
Yeah, it's very reflective. You have to almost do it in an angle.
Oh, okay. And I also have Suicune. Suicune? I don't know. But it's blue and it matches my eyeshadow, so I'm enjoying that.
Oh yeah, that's totally you. Yeah, totally.
Hold on. Right
That's
there.
me. In another life.
Yeah.
There.
Very cool.
Go ahead, do yours.
Do I just flip it? And
Yeah, just start looking through it.
It's kind of like a Snoopy looking guy. Just pick anyone random. This guy looks like Gumby, kind of. Penguin, this is pretty appropriate. You know?
PG.
Call
For support, Tackle.
Piplup. I know that one.
You
I only
do?
know a few. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks familiar. Let's see. We got Raging Charge. I don't know what
Okay.
this galaxy looking thing, Wondrous Patch. I don't know if that's got special powers.
Interesting.
Don't know what that. Combustion.
Oh, you got a nice one in there.
This is pink one.
I wonder what the top
Diamond Coat. Ooh, Basic Energy.
Basic energy.
Basic energy.
I wonder if we all have a basic energy. Wait, what's your
What
basic
does that
energy?
do?
I don't. I think I have one.
I have a gray basic energy.
Gray basic energy.
Oh, what is your basic
Mine
energy?
is like orange.
Whoa.
Oh, fire.
You're the cool one.
I'm on fire.
You're the cool one in this car. Dang.
So like, you're supposed to trade these and like?
Apparently.
You're supposed to like trade them and battle with them.
Yeah, basically. But you get to keep them. So.
And then you start seeing things on the street and all that. Like,
I think that's Pokemon Go.
Is that? I have no idea.
I think that's Pokemon Go.
I just remember people be walking around and like.
What they do is they take the cards and they throw them at strangers. That is what they do.
So that's a totally different thing, right? It's like an app.
It's
that's
related.
an app. That's an app.
It's an app.
It shows how much
Sorry,
out of touch I am with
I was
this.
trying to fool you with the throwing card things at strangers. It didn't work, did it?
No, it works.
So yeah, that's technically the surprise.
So
Well,
which is
thank
the
you
guitar
for
part.
Pokemon. I'm sure, I'll enjoy it. I'll treasure it, and I'll buy a whole bunch. And now I'll be addicted and start collecting more.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Sebastian. He's gonna have like $300 cards
Seriously.
and slabs.
God, is that how much they go for now?
Yeah, well, there's like $1,000 cards too.
Yeah. Well, probably won't be doing that. But, yeah.
But the thing is, like, you can buy it, like, let's just say, off of like either a $30 pack or like a $100 box, and then you could get like a $2,000 card.
So it is gambling.
It is gambling. So that's why I'm just like, we love enabling.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. See if I become a millionaire. If I, if
You got caught in
maybe
the act.
interview me
You were
from a
doing
year
it for
now,
like
it's
2 seconds, by.
It'll turn into a totally different podcast. It'll be like a Pokemon podcast.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. We don't know. We
Get
have no
millions
idea.
of followers because that's like so popular, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason why we're gonna get people to watch.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Who cares about photography?
Not us.
No, it's a dying sport.
Okay, but first and foremost, I want to just say thank you for
Yes.
being here. I
Really
appreciate
appreciate
you.
Thanks for having me in your car on a nice winter day. Both
Happy
of
to
you.
have you in Abe's car.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I would just like to say, I would like to give you your flowers more than anything of just like, dude, you're an amazing photographer that has not only brought me up in the fashion world, but has brought up so many people in the industry, whether they be photographers or models, stylists, etc. I think more than anything, you are a pillar here in the Chicagoland community that it's just, that your willingness to help, and you're not only that, but it's just you have a very inviting place for people to just be creative and to build off of what you already have or the knowledge that you already have. So
Sure.
I think that what I want this episode to be mostly about is just basically to have people get to know you a little bit better, as far as just like, hey, how did you start it, photography, and like for me, like I've known you for like 3-4 years now, and I don't even know like that question. Like, how did you start first and foremost?
How did I start photography?
Yeah.
I think, it was just always a way to express yourself. And, we get drawn to, some people just get drawn to like whatever their outlet for expression in art. And I just started even with just like a disposable camera back in the day.
When was this?
Oh gosh, in the 90s? Stop trying to date me.
I'm trying
Excuse
to get
me.
an idea.
I was like,
Hello. No. But it was a while
Yeah.
ago. It was digital. Or, yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
digital. It was all film, right?
Analog.
Analog.
The analog version.
8-track, It's way back. Back in the day when there's horses and carriages,
Right.
all
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
No, but yeah. So yeah, it just kind of started there, and we would just take pictures of random things with, actually a lot of my family, my friends, and landscape. When you travel, it would just like always had a camera, and just always kind of got drawn to like, oh, that looks kind of cool in composition, and you develop those things, and you would send it to sort of get developed, and you see the product, and you're like, oh, this is actually kind of really cool and artistic, and so that's kind of how it first started. And then I was like, I told you I was a DJ a lot, so I used to DJ.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I DJ
Cool.
house music, coming from Chicago, right? So back in the day, but a lot of us DJ'd, And, I was just in the club scene a lot, and I would bring my camera to these events to capture, I just like capturing people, but the event, and then like DJs, producers, or me behind the turntables, or CDJs, or whatever you want to call them these days, right?
Right.
Again, I'm dating myself with that. So,
Jockey.
disc jockey. So I would always be the guy. Disc jockey. Oh my God.
Sorry, keep going.
So I would be like always like at these parties and stuff like that, and like I would have a camera, and then some of my friends that became more successful, they would like have me, hey, always bring your camera, or like they would do events around the world, bring your camera. So that's kind of how I started in doing that.
So you never went to school for this?
Never went to school, but even before that, back to film. What happened was, I actually have a cousin who lives in Seattle, who actually was really into film, and back then we were shooting Nikons, and he actually kind of got me into it first. And this was right about the time when we were transitioning from digital or film to digital. So we, he had the film cameras, and then I kind of just started and got my first DSLR digital camera, which was a Nikon D70. But he really kind of impacted me, frankly. We're just getting the excitement amongst a couple of us in our family and doing photography.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This person was like a mentor to you?
He was just, he was inspirational for sure. A good influential part in getting my interest more into camera more, teaching me more of the principles.
And then what did he do more?
So what we would do was a lot of landscape. And we would like travel, we would go to Canada or here in Chicago, we would take pictures of like the city, to mountains, to oceans.
We
waterfalls.
both have a Canada experience too that was just like amazing.
Oh yeah, we would go to Vancouver, and beautiful city if you guys haven't been. Very picturesque too. So yeah, we would do all that. And then actually, so I'm also a nurse, right?
Yes,
so I did travel nursing, and he would visit me when I would do travel nursing, like in San Francisco, and I was in San Diego, and again, we would have our cameras and do like sunsets, like cool graffiti stuff, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that all sparked that when I started shooting. Again, more of a hobby.
Yeah. And I can relate to just like going around the city and just shooting. Like that's the best place, like to just see what you can like find, because like I don't know if you can relate to it, because it's just like I remember when I went with my college friend groups and we went to like a little small town, we take pictures of the graffiti or the people, or like I shot gas stations a lot where they had like the vintage
they were
stuff.
They could be very abstract, right? And there's so many interesting things out there to capture, and then you would add your touch from your eye and then create a little more artistic and abstract, right? Or picture. It would be cool to like print out a nice sunset, right? Or waterfalls. We were doing a lot of waterfalls too. Messing around with like long exposures, trying to get that, So that was really kind of the start of all that stuff. So yeah.
For me, as you said, like long exposures, like for the longest time, especially in the beginning parts of it, I really got into like astrophotography. It's just like shooting a lot of stars. During like the start of it, that was when like 2019, 2018 is when a lot of comments were coming to like near Earth or like meteor showers. So I would go like an hour and a half south to shoot the comets or shoot like the meteor showers and all of that, because it was really beautiful just to see everything there.
Oh yeah, I mean there's so many different things in photography. But back to him though, what really kind of sparked, and this is what we used to do, what was big back then, was strobists. So there used to be this thing called strobist.com.
Okay.
And a really cool webpage back in the day, and the idea was you would freeze people like dancing or jumping in the air with flash photography with strobes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a thing back then. It was huge. So we would do that, like do stuff like that with our friends, family, and just trying to do stuff like that. So I don't even know if that webpage is still there.
was gonna say we haven't heard of it.
Strobist.com.
But that's
I should
really
actually
cool.
Strobist.
check it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, and you can get really creative and stuff like that. So that's kind of how we started mixing like off-camera flash and doing creative stuff with lights. Yeah.
And that's where you got like off-camera flash like incorporated.
That was
into
my
the-
first experience with off-camera flash. Yeah, I was with doing Strobist type of work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like for you, because I know for me, transitioning from natural lighting to off-camera flash, like was that a big struggle for you, or was it like a pretty easy thing to like pick up?
Yeah, I mean it's more technical, right? And that does obviously give you more flexibility in certain things and gives you different looks. So yeah, I didn't think like that transition was, especially these days, the technology is like all at your fingertips, literally.
Oh, of course, of
Right.
course.
And with the cameras, they make it a lot easier. But yeah, no, I think like some people, are fearful to step into that world, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I think people are more in these times more like open to like learning that and learning that quick
Right, right.
these days. I feel whereas before, back in the day, people were like, I'm just gonna gravitate more like just
To what they
natural
know.
light and ambient, and stuff like that.
Anything that you can see, is like a lot easier to pick
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, now like everyone knows how to do off camera
Yeah.
and take awesome pictures and stuff like that, so, which
Yeah.
is good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm curious, within you learning, you first started off with, taking pictures of the world around you that you
Yeah.
see, and then moving to, I take it, with live subjects, with people.
Correct. Yeah.
How far was it into your career when you started working with like more individual clients, where you got to like really focus on either a single model or a bunch of models, but really it all being based moving forward towards working with people?
Yeah, so portraiture. When did I
Portraiture,
start
okay.
taking more pictures of people like as portraits and stuff like that? So honestly, what it started with is I have to credit like some of these meetups that were happening locally when meetups were pretty big. And there
Yeah.
used to be this guy in Naperville who kind of started all that. And he would do all different types of meetups, whether it be like, the wool,
Yeah, the
stuff
steel
like that,
wool.
steel wools to astro. But he would also do like theme shoots and portraits and all those type of things.
that's
So
great.
yeah, so it was actually a really good kind of exposure and opportunity to work with these models at that time with meetups. So it was like, and a couple of my friends that we would just kind of, there was just like a fun thing for us to do on the weekends. And we just kind of got addicted, actually, just kind of taking pictures of like, different things, but people in particular. So that's how we kind of started doing more portraiture. And then actually around that time, I was kind of going through some personal hard times with like divorce and all that stuff. So I needed an outlet. And I wasn't DJing like I was back then because it was a bit older and I can't be going out all night, right? So that was my outlet to continue to like as an artist, like before it was music, kind of change as an artist into the more visual things and photography. Like that was always my way to create and express, right?
Yeah.
But it was always been a cathartic kind of thing. It's like therapy for us, music, and then it became photography and video.
And like for us as people, as humans, but like we're meant to like socialize. We're meant to be around people. So I could see like you needed an outlet because you just give off like, hey, I need to be around people.
I need a balance, and part of it is like this is kind of my yin and yang.
Yeah.
Again, with my day job, it's such a different world.
Yeah.
With healthcare, so I needed like that balance. This was my balance to deal with that kind of world, that stress too. Obviously, personal stress, but just like not have to think about the stress of like death and illness
Right.
and all that stuff that you deal in that world. So that was my yin and yang, to be honest with you. So yeah, so
That's a great way. That's a great thing that you found. I mean, that creative outlet, even though it wasn't.
I think that's what keeps me balanced, frankly. You know, for sure.
Have you always had kind of like a creative eye? I know you didn't go into studying this.
I think like as a for me as a me person, I always had to have this outlet to express,
Okay.
right? Again, it was like music before, and then photography. But like to say like do some people have like a natural skill or power, if you will, or sense to? I did feel like it's kind of a different skill that not everyone can have. I recognize that.
Right.
Like you just have a certain eye for things.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of technical things, and again, there's so many. Like a lot of people can be photographer. Everyone's a photographer.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
like I think that's a skill that a lot of people have. Maybe not everyone though.
Right.
But like you can just kind of have an eye for things, and sometimes those skills just kind of come natural to people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Would you say that too? Like some people,
Yeah,
like
no, of course. I completely agree.
I know some photographers been shooting forever, and then like I'm like I just don't see their, and it's very subjective. Don't get me wrong, things are very subjective, but like I feel like their eye is just different.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
And I think for me, as you were saying, that the thing that comes up to me more and more is like how I learn from amateurs, because like they have a different eye, they have a different way how they see the world, because they're just starting out. So like when I go shoot with them and I see like, oh, you're almost there, and I'm just like, okay, let me show you how I would have taken it, and then we'll achieve it. But I also don't want to interfere too much,
Yeah.
because it's just like, well, like they're trying to develop their style and
And
stuff like that.
100%, you have to respect the journey and everyone's journey. They're not, we're not all the same. But I think that's part of the fun is that journey,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
So
And then helping people to get through those journeys, to kind of guide them, not to like teach them like your way, but at least kind of give them
Yeah.
a reference, and they need to find their own way, right? So
Yeah.
it's nice to have. I like to give
Yeah.
back and help people. Like
Yeah.
you're not trying to tell them what to do. Again, very subjective, but
Yeah.
just like your point of view, and maybe it'll influence them someone or inspire them
Yeah.
to do something else. I don't know.
for me, I learned a lot from like school. I had mentors, and obviously I had YouTube. Like for you, did you have
YouTube.
anything, any photographers as you were looking towards, or anyone that you grabbed inspiration from?
I mean, there's so many. Well, let's just talk fashion in general. Yeah, there's so many great fashion photographers. So, you name it. I probably have. There's so many. So I can't really say there's one individual, but I do definitely, like, you look at magazines, you look at the web, you try to do, because I never really took formally trained like yourself, you're saying, but we have such that access to that information, and you could see like history and see where it kind of all started from fashion photography and all that stuff, and all the different time, like even just like in the 70s, like how, people would shoot back then with dry flash and just all these different techniques. And so I can't quite say, there's one in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just whenever you see it, you're just appreciated for what it is.
100%. Now it's inspiring. There's so many, they inspire you, right?
Yeah, of course.
100%. The old and even the new, and even people that are just starting, like to me, they're inspired. They inspire me too.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I'm curious, when you have an idea in your head, when it comes to either like you're on location and you are figuring out how you want to navigate the photo, or when you have an idea ahead of time before you even meet up with the person or go to location, basically when you have a creative idea of how you want to create a picture, where would you say the inspiration for that mostly comes from? Is it the things that you see other people are doing, things that are trending, historical references? I know you said you have an appreciation for that. Some of the classics.
I think, it's very circumstantial. I like working in teams.
Okay.
So like hair, makeup, designers. I try to kind of put that all together and ingest that. Whether it be the certain color of someone's hair or designs that also kind of influence me in terms of, like, say, studio lighting and gels and backdrops and props. But like on location, obviously that can be different. What inspires me, I don't know. I really just try to be clean, but also try not to be. You try to find your own style, right? So you want it to stand out from other people. You don't want it to necessarily look like anyone else's work. So I always try to strive for that and make it step out of the box and try something different, whether using a different angle of wide lens or different type of lighting technique, but also just trying to elicit different posing and expressions and stuff like that. You know,
I think for
there's
me,
like multiple variables there, but I kind of have to wait till the team and just kind of ingest it from there. And
Yeah, it's a good way to bounce off of each other with that to create
100%. I mean, definitely, of course, you do need to plan storyboards and kind of have like a starting point, right?
Yeah.
So I hope that kind of answered the question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
And I think, as you were saying, like for you to, for people to recognize your photos, I'm like, I already know that it's your photo, not by looking at the tags, not by looking at the user or anything like that. It's because of what you said. It was clean. It looks like professional.
Quite crisp.
It's like off-camera flash. So I'm like, I already know that like you've already developed your style that doesn't look like anybody else, and it's almost like, hey, look, it's unique to you. Which every time I see your work, I already know that it's your work because you already developed this. The style that you're always consistent with.
No, and it's nice to hear that, because I think that's kind of what you kind of strive for.
Yeah.
So that really means a lot to hear something like that, because I think you're always your worst critic. First off,
of course.
For sure.
you always gas on yourself like, oh, I suck, and this and that picture, whatever, So, thank you for that. But yeah, I think again, you just want to try and. For me, I guess for me now, like, things are changing as we speak. Just the whole world of photography. We have AI that's in the midst already here. But I really feel like things are just about to really change again.
Yes.
Like, dramatically. So I'm trying to, right?
Yeah, I feel it for
feel it?
2026.
Well, I'm feeling it already in creative industries.
Yeah. The amount of AI for photo and video was just... It's going to be insane. So really, we really have to pivot and re-examine ourselves. But really, you're going to have to adapt.
Yeah.
No time. Like we transfer from film to digital. That was a huge. I feel like it's going to be just as cataclysmic, if not more.
Yeah, I feel like for 2026 and beyond, as we transition to this heavy thing, I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels it like this, because I've been like super worried like these past couple months, because I'm like, I feel it creeping, I feel it getting worse, and I feel that like for next year, yes, next year what the trend will be. It will be artists, but it only will be the best of the best.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a style, if you don't have something that will
Sets you apart,
like how I set you apart whenever I look at your pictures, it's more of just like, you will drown. I kind of feel it, because then AI will already almost like level everybody out at the same place. So I'm just like, I think this is this year that's coming up is going to be the year of creatives, but it's going to require a lot more time, production, and ideas that can help everybody.
Yeah, I think you're right, because I really is raising the bar again.
Yeah.
Just like when digital came out and then mirrorless came out, like there's so many great photographers now, right?
Yeah.
And there was such a lot, like there's so many great photographers now.
Yeah.
But to your point, like to really stand out, because there's so many great ones, you really kind of had to elevate. But now that this is coming, again, it's the same thing. Well, it's probably going to be even more.
Yeah.
That's true. If everybody has these tools to make them like be a great photographer, how does someone stand out from the best?
Yeah, and there's so many things. So if you look at it from a business standpoint too, that's going to change the way how we make money. Frankly, it's going to change a lot. There's certain things in photography that'll still exist, but there is a lot of things, especially in the fashion world, that's going to change dramatically.
Yeah, and honestly, to be honest, I think this is another reason why I kind of wanted to start this podcast, so that I can be like, hey, look, this is a podcast where Abe is on, and he's a photographer, and where you can see his personality, you can see
100%.
like everything, because this is definitely a way where I can show myself. And I feel like how I tell a lot of people, how I show myself is the way.
You're a real person.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
real
And
person behind
yeah.
the camera,
You're
you
a real
guys.
person. But I think to your point, like, yeah, it's even more important now to like that authenticity. You know,
And they're already.
you really have to kind of establish that now.
Yeah.
But I think the value is going to be more important than ever because everything, we're just going to get saturated with all this fake stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that are like, oh, is that photo shoot real or is that photo real? Or,
Yeah.
I know I'm seeing campaigns now on the side of the street where it's like I don't know if you've seen the Skechers campaign,
No.
where they're showing the new Skechers shoes, and there's not even a real model. It's all AI, and
Yeah.
it looks like AI, and that's how they're.
But like, where's the authenticity,
where's
right?
the
Where's the
authenticity?
soul
Yeah.
into that?
And you just see people graffitiing over it like AI bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it made the image, you know, like great, but it looks not real. And
Yeah.
where is the authenticity in that? You know, where is the personableness in that? Where's the connecting with actual people who are going to be wearing the shoes in that? And that is going to be missing.
And the thing is, AI is now becoming so real that like it's kind of getting. My mom just showed me a picture that she altered in front of the Chicago Theater, and it was one of her balloon dresses, and it was just like, wait, hold on, who took that picture? I'm like, she showed me, and I was just like,
Whoa.
I almost didn't catch it.
Indistinguishable.
It was very real. It was very distinct, and I was just like,
scary.
wait, hold on. This does not look weird. Like the light looks weird because if you took it at night, it would have showed so many different things. But I feel like if it was the regular person,
Yeah.
they would have never figured it out that that was an AI picture.
Oh my
Like, the AI is just, and don't get me wrong, it's not necessarily can be doom and gloom, but it's definitely next level. And to think that AI can't be more creative than humans
Oh my gosh.
is not true.
Yeah.
That's a
not
scary
true.
idea.
I
right
think
there.
it's becoming a lot more creative every time we use it for the creative outlet. I don't know. Like for me, I still use it, but I use it as a tool. You obviously know, like for me, I use it as for like removal for things in the background or anything like that. But I
It's
don't.
an efficiency thing right
Yeah,
now. For
efficient.
us.
It's an efficiency for us as photographers. But for me, for that to be replaced for something that I would originally do, I don't think I would.
Yeah, when I see people post some
That's
stuff
right.
that is straight up AI, it's kind of like, it looks cool, but it hurts too at the
Yeah.
same token.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And that's going to change even more. But again, like from my photography, like you can only control what you can control, right? Like
Yeah.
You're going to have to ride that wave. You're going to have to learn it. You're going to have to adapt. You know, if you're trying to make money in business, you're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to learn this technology. But also like authenticity is key. So like I was in a gallery recently, right? So that kind
Congratulations,
of really,
by the way, because
Thank you.
that was definitely something it was really cool to see you finally there and just like present your work for the what it's meant to be, you know?
No, I appreciate that, but to me, it kind of like I really value prints now more, and then like really kind of preserving your work, and you know when you do these shoots to be a little more intentful, and like even like creating some cohesiveness, like to say like, hey, that's your work, and you know you want to create a legacy like when you're gone, you know, and be like able to share a collection of your
Oh, yeah.
your
Yeah.
prints and your.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be very valuable. Whether you know just be valid for your family when you're gone, or you know your friends, or or maybe it could be something that could be in a gallery. Like, you know,
Or maybe
famous
that's the
Abe
next
connection.
trend for
You never know,
2026 for designers, for their storefronts, or for anything like that.
Yeah, it's authentic. It's real. Like maybe like just how records are coming back.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like people will kind of gravitate to these maybe nostalgic items
Yeah.
someday. Maybe.
Just to switch it up a little bit,
Yeah.
more than anything, you obviously have traveled around the world for different fashion weeks. Could you
That was
talk
gonna be my
about?
question next.
I know.
Oh, what's
I know.
it?
Okay.
Same brain.
I'll-
Keep
I'll-
going. Keep
I'll-
going. Keep going.
So basically, like, could you talk to us about some of that process? Because obviously, you have been. That's how we originally met. It's because you
We
took
should
me.
share this
right.
story.
Oh.
We should share this story.
How about you ask questions? Because you. because for me, it's more of just like, obviously we both experienced the exact same thing. So it's kind of just like, well, let's see, like, if we're telling the story correctly from both of our perspectives.
Okay. Well, the story that I'd be curious to know is, and you can share, obviously, within your perspective of what it's like traveling as a photographer. But so this story, basically, you guys both went to Miami?
Italy. For the first time. That's where I met him over there.
Oh my gosh.
So this was 2023. And we only met prior
That's not
once.
Miami at all. That's so different.
Yeah, we
knew each other locally.
Yeah, locally, and
but,
like through name.
Yeah, we weren't like really close hanging out.
Like you and me when we went on that trip.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe this is a tendency for me.
Well, I mean, clearly it's working. Look at all these great contacts.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
So who reached out to who, and who?
Well, I think we were at an event.
We were at a fashion event.
Oh, okay.
And basically the conversation came up. I think he asked me like, hey, do you have anything coming up? And I said, well, I'm going to be going to Europe for about a month. And how that happened was just like, he was just like, where are you going? And I just told him I'm going to Germany, I'm going to Italy. And he just stopped me right there like, oh shit, you're going to Italy? And he was just like, what days? And I'm going to be like the end of February. And I'm like, oh really? Me too.
No way.
Exactly around the same time, we both were going to be in Milan at the same time. And he was going for Milan Fashion Week.
Oh my gosh.
And he was just like, oh, let's exchange contacts and we'll just meet over there. And this is technically the first time I'm technically meeting him and introducing him.
Yeah.
So it was very like, okay, why not?
Wait, that's really cool. I didn't even know this part of the story.
Oh, yeah.
No, so after I was there in Europe for about a week in Germany, the following week I was in Italy. And then you arrived a day before, and then I arrived the day after. And as I was going over there, we went to the Plaza Domo, right?
Yeah.
The Plaza Domo, and that's where I saw him. I'm over here texting him on WhatsApp, and like, hey, where are you? Are you even here in Italy? So it was I never went.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
So it was really fun because, like, obviously I was already a week with my parents, so I was just like, I was very longing for, like, just another familiar face and just another person that I can just do more photography stuff. Because the only thing that I brought from home was just my camera. So I was just doing a lot of street photography around Europe and in Italy. So it was really fun, like, just walking around Italy or in Domo area and Plaza. We walked around, we took some photos there. We went on top of the cathedral and took some photos on top of there.
Oh my gosh, I want to see these photos.
Yeah, we'll show you.
We'll show you.
And it was amazing to just...
and we found models too.
We found models on top of the cathedral.
Of course.
Yeah.
In Italy.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, everybody's there is dressed amazing. Everybody's there is just beautiful and just like a lot of leather. I had to think about it because I'm like, I haven't been there in a minute.
That's the biggest thing I remember from Milan Fashion Week. A lot of leather.
Yeah,
black leather.
So, I mean, like, it was cool to just like finally connect as a photographer, but more than anything as a friend. And we went to dinner after with my family, and then he basically brings up that like, oh, hey, I gotta go to a show, and you were just like, come with me. And he was very like enthusiastic about it because it was just like, yeah, I want you to come with me. Like it was very like almost overwhelming for me because I'm just like, I'm like, wait, I wasn't expecting this at all. But like, he was very like just welcoming to just be like, I want you to come with me. I want you to just experience this. And just like, I was lost in words because it's like Milan Fashion Week. It's like one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
So like for me, it was amazing for him to just give that opportunity. But
That is incredible.
I don't
I
know.
had no idea
What
the
would
story.
what would you say from your perspective that you like saw it? Because like obviously I have mine and I saw
Yeah,
it
I
in a
mean, for
different
me,
lens.
like, obviously, I was like, oh, he was a good guy. Let's connect. Cool, I can meet, like, another person that from back home, like, who's into fashion, because it was a fashion event where we met, so, like, it made sense, right? And then I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I just want to support people and help people out and stuff like that, because
love
obviously you
that.
were interested in fashion. And then you were free. I'm like, yeah, he's got his camera, like, come on, let's go play and let's go have some fun. You know, go network and meet and go experience it, right? So I think that first one was it Fashion Vibes
I was
or
gonna
was
ask
it
Yeah.
Fashion Week Studio?
Who did you shoot when you were there? How did that
I think
work?
it was Fashion Week Studio, the first one,
Okay.
and then the other one was Fashion Week Online.
So yeah, so we went to I forget, but I think it was okay. So we went to Fashion Week Studio, which was a nice,
Library one.
yeah. Well, the library was Fashion Vibes.
Fashion Vibes? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, maybe I'm remembering it
This
wrong.
is a,
You're
like
thinking
a
so
production
Tracy?
company,
Yeah,
or-
Yeah,
these are
Tracy.
production.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was Fashion Vibes first because
Yes,
we went
yes.
outside first, and then there was some models out there
Yes.
taking pictures. I think
Yeah.
we walked from Domo and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We were taking some random pictures of street photography and took
Yeah.
pictures of each other on a reflection, right?
Yeah.
Then we went to Fashion Week
yeah.
Vibes, and we were just like people hanging out. We were taking pictures, and that
Yeah.
was the first one I think we went to, which it was a good experience.
Yeah, it was good.
And then just to see like a different scene, right?
Yeah.
I think that was my other intent is like for you to see a different scene than just
Yeah.
Chicago, right?
Yeah,
So, and see how that is. And then I took you the next day, I think, to Fashion Week Studio,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And that was really cool, like just walking into this amazing like cathedral look, not even cathedral, but just
No.
a ballroom looking.
Yeah.
But like everything was gold.
Yeah. No, it was amazing. It really looked like almost like a Palace Versailles,
Yeah.
like indoors. Everything's
gosh.
gold. There's art on the top, all of that, and I was just
And
so
the designs were like all like
yeah.
over top. There was beautiful designs and
Wow.
dresses. And,
And you both were the photographers at the end of the runway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
curious, how did you become part of this? How did all of this happen? Where you were working in Milan Fashion Week? Because don't you need to
Oh.
have contacts or?
Yeah,
how did
so
that come
I
about?
guess for me, how I started there is because I was working on another group. So I was, okay. So Renaya. So Renaya is and her mom. Renaya is like a local designer model. She was 13 years old. So like this like kind of prodigy
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
And she was taken under the wing with Chona. I think
Okay.
I've been introduced to, who's a Filipino designer who's based in Milan.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And she was
Okay.
doing a show out there as well. So that was kind of the main reason why we were going there. And Renee, I've done shows with like in New York and LA, and we did a shoot out here. So we have already kind of established this kind of relationship, even with Chona as well. So we were going to visit Chona for Milan Fashion Week, or Milano Fashion, what does she call it now? Anyway, she was doing a show out there. And that was the main intent, is what we were trying to do out there.
Okay. So,
So-
through contact.
Through a contact,
That is so special.
she was kind of being taken under the wing from Chona as a designer, because that's what Chona was trying to do, was kind of help these young designers and kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's how that started. But then what I did is just kind of explored on my own, like
Yeah.
other shows and other productions.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Were
And
you
you
able to
just,
get in?
I see that you now more than
Really?
ever
What?
getting to know you a little bit more. You do that a lot. Like obviously you get contracted for one thing, but you explore or you try to adventure to see like what else is there to do.
Yeah, you have to, like, the whole thing is networking, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So in that fashion, as a photographer, you have to models and everything. Like you're constantly networking. So that's what I did, is just network, find out these productions in these areas, reach out to them. Sometimes you'll have to apply, and again, like you have to have you should ideally have a portfolio of your work, right, and that kind of thing. So, people will see your portfolio too, like, oh, okay, they're kind of they're good or legit or things like that. So you have to have that all prep work done, just like a model would do, like for casting, right? You have to have your comp card, your portfolio. You want to establish it that way when you do, network and apply or try to work with production or whatever. You have that to kind of your calling card, right?
Right.
So that's how I got into a lot of these different shows, and let's just say Milan there. And then obviously you just network there to meet people. You do that too. Like for example, he networked with Tracy, who was like the owner of Fashion Week Studio, and he was able to go again and have that contact and meet more people. So that's how that works.
No, yeah.
And
I think
and
I think if you're not networking in fashion events, I feel like you're doing it wrong because it's just like
go there and make the connections.
You have to network. You have to. Now, a lot of us are introverts, so we're not always kind of like that, but I think like for growth purposes and like one of the main reasons why you go in the beginning, because you're not getting there paid, right?
Yeah.
Sure, you take pictures of pretty things and like try your cool technical cameras and stuff like that, but you have to kind of figure out what your purpose is there, and part of your purpose is like, say if you're trying to do a business, is to establish contacts, or if you want to do photo shoots or shoot pretty things, you have to network, and or hopefully you can get like hired by like a designer or something like that to do like an editorial, or even just like get published, right? In a cool area, like great experience, and who doesn't want to do that fun stuff?
Right.
That is amazing that your contacts, I mean, the contact that even just brought you into Italy really just expanded your view with other avenues that you could go with. I mean, it reminds me of like paying for a movie and then you stay in the theater afterwards, then you get to see other movies for free.
Yeah.
Everyone else does that, right?
I used to do that
I don't
a lot.
do that.
I feel like they got a lot more stricter doing that over the years.
They did.
They assign your
did.
seats.
Yeah.
So if
They
you
probably
do
did.
that, you don't know if someone's gonna like come in like, you're in my seat,
I remember there's one time when this is a quick side story. It was just about the movies. It was just like I went with my cousin one day and we went like one of the first movies early in the morning at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. And we made sure we brought 2 sweaters. And as one movie is done, I took off another sweater, went into a different movie. And I'm like, no, that's not me. I was wearing this. And I was just like, after we finished that one, I took off another one.
The disguise.
Yeah.
I didn't think they cared as much
like
back
that.
in the day. But yeah, back in the day, we would.
It was a lot more simpler.
Yeah, we would go early matinee to stay like all day. Like, no problem.
No.
You could bring like a sandwich or whatever if you want.
I still sneak
It was
sandwiches
super
in.
fun, yeah.
I still do.
But yeah, they didn't care back then. I don't know how it is now, but I'm gonna try that.
I guess what you were sharing about how your one contact that brought you to Europe and then gave you the ideas and the connections to keep taking photos in there just kind of reminded me of the well, what is the saying? Ask permission later?
Oh, ask for forgiveness.
Ask for forgiveness.
Then permission.
Yeah. I don't know.
Something like that.
There's definitely a balance, I know, when it comes to, trying to get your work out there and trying to just take a chance and do things for free, but also you want to get paid. And
yeah, it's a hustle, and
For
again,
sure.
it's always, I always tell people, photographers, models, like, what's your objective? Like, are you just trying to have fun? Are you trying to make it a business out of it? You really have to establish what your journey is and your objective and just kind of go with that. But you do need to understand the reality of, like, fashion doesn't have money always,
Yeah, not really.
There's a lot of money in there, but, like, in general, like, there's so many photographers, there's so many models, there's so many like makeup artists and designers, there's tons of designers. Like, what's your objective for these shows, or what are you trying to do?
So I'm curious. Oh, sorry. Go
ahead.
What
please.
is your objective with it? Because I know photography isn't the only job that you have. Is it more solely a passion, or?
Yeah. So my objective then, more before, I would have to say is, you kind of start off like you want to build your content, your portfolio, establish these networks, and hopefully get some really good content and exposure, and get published and stuff like that, and like these magazines, like who doesn't want all that stuff? Travel, like do these cool areas, get access to these cool, shows. Like those were kind of my objectives. Sure, it'd be nice to like get hired.
Yeah.
And maybe do like a catalog or commercial for some of these. So that was always in the back of my mind to get paid that way. So that's what
But-
eventually, and that's eventually
Yeah.
what happened. Like I would get like recognized, for example, these productions. Like I contract with like Flying Solo, right, and Global Fashion Club. So I'm actually hired to be like their house photographers now, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But then, like on the side note, you'll work with these designers directly, and like, I've done this for Lab New York Fashion Week, where I just work directly with a designer, and then I would do like, just cover their BTS and get them content for video and photo, and then try and get like some catalog shots with, or a lookbook, on site, like stuff like that.
Right.
You can get some money that way, right?
Yeah.
But I guess my goal now is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm curious.
As a photographer, obviously there's other photography that I do like that are more lucrative. Whether there be events or weddings, or headshots, or like usually the commercial stuff, right?
Right.
So you do get used to actually getting paid,
Yeah.
which is
really
honest.
nice.
Like who doesn't need, especially in this day and age,
Yeah.
to have it, at least for me, it's additional income, right? Because I have another source that, like, I have my day job, but still, like, everyone these days is hustling, and a lot of people are working, unfortunately, like 2-3 jobs.
So many jobs, honestly, yeah.
So that's part of it. So there's that monetary, but also in the face of, like, was just talking about with AI, I do feel like you got to pivot. My goal is going to change because of that.
Absolutely.
I think it's changing. The other goal is to, again, kind of create these pieces and more prints and more of a collection, more of an art, from an art standpoint.
Right. Right.
So that's another thing.
That'll be exciting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've been doing a lot of that kind of work right now. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, I still love to travel. So, of course, I want to do more, get connected with these shows and, shoot all over the world. Like, who doesn't? Like, it'd be great to shoot in a cool desert. Like, you
Right.
never know. You
Right.
just
Oh,
don't
dude.
know.
Dubai.
You could be in Asia.
yeah.
Dubai is, like, on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of my
Yeah.
goal right now.
And I think, I don't know, I feel like you have the same mindset as me. Well, I don't know, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just like, I'm doing all of these projects or all these opportunities because I'm like, oh, I want to just check that box, or I want to just like be able to just do it because I love to do it, rather than just like, oh, I'm
100%.
getting that paycheck, you know?
This is a passion. You only live once. Yes, it's nice to have money. Obviously, you got to live. But that kind of comes and goes, right? Like, it's the experience, it's that journey, that, to be actual travel and have these opportunities to have access or whatever. Like, that's like priceless,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Speaking about priceless moments, like one of the last few questions that we have available here before we have to like end it soon already is
Time flies. That's good.
for you as a photographer, because I know I have this, and I think Milan was definitely a core memory for me as a photographer. Like for you, what has been like a core memory for you in your photography? Like, was it a person that you shot, a location that you shot, or a specific moment in photography that you might have that like, oh, this was amazing?
Oh,
Or
yeah, I'm
what's your favorite almost core memory in photography?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. That's a tough one. Obviously, getting published, like in British Vogue, was cool.
That was really
Yeah.
cool.
And again, back to a goal, it'd be nice to be on the front cover, right, of a major
Right.
magazine like that.
Right,
But
right.
that one is pretty memorable because working with a famous designer like Michael Cinco was like pretty big. There's so many. They're all kind of different experiences, right?
Right.
That's a better answer than saying, "Gosh, I don't have any." So you have too many.
Yeah, too many. You set the bar up here.
I can't say it. Like, I like teaching. So, like, getting like Sony's been helping me out, sponsoring things, events, and like doing
Yeah.
workshops and stuff like that. So that's been really cool too. I don't know. Yeah, I've just been.
Just doing you.
Just doing me. Like again, it's fun. It's a passion. Life's too short. You just kind of keep it
Yeah.
going forward as much as you know, however long you can do it.
But look how far you've come just by just doing yourself.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Just
like-
doing it for the passion, for the love of it.
Yeah.
You just, again, those are blessings. I'm grateful and grateful to the people in my journey, grateful for anyone who I can help and bring along in my journey, like coming to Miami with me.
Right?
That was a fun time, right?
Definitely. Always a fun time traveling with you.
If I could ask one
Sure.
last question, I'm curious, as a piece of advice, if you were to give, whether it be to new photographers or to someone trying to balance, whether it be their day job with the passion that they really want to go into creatively, what's a piece of advice that you would say by the end of the day that you would give to someone?
This is our segment, which is, as she said.
I do feel like following your passion is something that, you know, you can't go wrong with. And that you can find success and you can make a living on it. However, you do have to be smart, right? Like if I have a passion for something that really can't make money, you know, or very hard, you just have to really think it through.
Yeah.
Right?
Be realistic about it.
Be realistic, you know, and again, things are changing tremendously.
That's
so
true.
you really have to re-strategize and change with the times because it's just frankly hard and exciting, but and scary, all those things.
So uncertain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, again, open mind, you know, keep on trying different things, experience, you know, kind of don't discount people because you never know who in your network can help you or you can help them.
That's a good point, yeah.
And just stay, you know, continue to be resilient. Don't take it too seriously, you know, trying to be a good person.
That's a good point. At the heart of it all, trying to just be a good person.
Yeah.
Anything that you do.
Yeah, don't lose yourself and enjoy the ride, I guess is what. But be smart, like, you know, do the basics, like build your portfolio, network, you know, refine your craft, whether you know, with your modeling, your lighting, or what, you know, whatever that may be, and try to balance. Keep in mind the more important things though too. Like you will make sacrifices, but at the same token, try to always remember to like rebalance yourself, take time to self-care, right? And you know, be with your loved ones when you can, right? And treasure those moments.
That is good.
Because I think a lot of famous like people, like Versace, for example, or not Versace, Valentino or something like that. They're all very successful, but then their regret is that they didn't spend too much time with their family.
Right. Too much in the work of it, the business of it.
Yeah. But you think like, oh, they have it all, they have the best life, but you know, it's those simple things
Yeah.
that are really more important.
Yeah.
Alex,
That was great.
thank you so much
Yes.
for being here. Thank you.
I hope you guys get an Emmy for this. Podcast of the year.
Hopefully.
Oh my gosh, imagine. And then the award that we specifically get is a steering wheel because we're in the car.
You know, hey, it's gonna be a podcast award. Yeah.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
There's going to be one soon.
It was awesome getting to talk to you.
No, it's my pleasure. You guys are great people, souls, very talented. You know, I wish you guys all the best and success for sure. So
Thank you.
keep
You
it
too.
going, keep the fight going.
Yeah. Do you want to? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, while on camera, do you want to plug your socials and any of
Oh.
your credentials or things? Not credentials, socials.
Socials.
That's
My
what I was
social
gonna say.
security,
That too.
Yeah,
if
you can
want.
say that. Yeah.
no, my webpage is alexcallejo.com, and then my Instagram is AC_photography_Chicago, which I'm trying to change just to my name, Alex Callejo Photography.
We're all doing rebrands.
Yeah, so maybe in 2026 I'll rebrand. We'll see. But otherwise, Facebook, Alex Callejo, and I'm on TikTok. That's about
There
it.
you go.
But
There
I
you
don't
go.
really post anything. I'll be honest. I just watch.
Yeah.
Not
people.
yet, or you don't
Like,
post?
Not yet.
I
Not
should
yet.
probably.
Not yet.
And I probably should do more YouTubes as well. So
I think this is a good start.
Yeah.
But
stay
yeah,
tuned. You'll see.
you can. Yeah, usually LinkedIn, Facebook.
Yeah.
or Instagram are my main things.
Okay.
Nice.
I gotta use LinkedIn more. Do you guys use?
No, I need to
need
use
to-
it.
I need to use it
I'm like,
more.
oh my
So
gosh.
LinkedIn is the one
Oh,
where
LinkedIn. Oh.
Like everybody is connected professionally.
that and like people that if you know that will have money,
Yeah,
the businesses like that. You
we need to
gotta
get
explore
more
that
prevalent.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Every single time I've worked for or had a job for like a small business, they all never had a LinkedIn, so I can't even put that in my LinkedIn because it just doesn't show up.
Dang,
You gotta
yeah.
create a different one or something.
I don't know. And it's crazy.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And we'll see what's
Thanks
next.
for being here.
You know,
We're excited to see.
lessons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you so much, guys.
That's all from us. See you
Do
next
we?
time.
We don't get to sing. You know?
Should we
You
sing
wanted
something?
He's creating a new tradition here.
Yeah, I love the karaoke carpool. So that's what I thought
Oh,
this
yeah.
was, right? So you have to play music and then we like sing, like you
yeah.
sang my way. Karaoke is by our way our thing. Like,
I think
at
it's-
fashion shows.
Oh my gosh.
I think
You
if
haven't gone with us yet.
No.
Yeah,
Not
you
yet.
you have to.
But I need to.
Yeah,
So much fun.
I think any time that I travel
is.
with you, it's always a memory.
Yes.
I
yeah.
think,
Oh my gosh.
and I think it always is, and
But
I
it's
think
probably a good time to end though.
We'll rehash the memories in like 2 seconds when the camera's on.
right. Alrighty, thank you so
But
much, guys.
Thank you again. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. That was fun. Wait, so you guys have been on 2 trips or 1?